people, you need to pull back. You need to, you know, realize where this is coming from and not take it so personally. And again, I'm used to it being a business and being an artist. One of my girlfriends, who this camera actually belongs to, she went to art school. And when you go to art school, you have to go through critiques every single class. You have to put this piece of art that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in up on a piece of wall, or up on a wall, and sit there and listen while people rip it apart, right? And that's hard. That's hard. But you get used to it. You build a callus to that kind of thing, and you learn to take the positive out of it and ignore the rest. So I'm really sorry that so many of my favorite YouTubers have been hurt by this. It doesn't shock me. Like I said, this is not the first time I've seen this. This all happened 2008. There was a whole bunch of people, and I don't remember their names because their videos are on my other channels, and I don't even think they're making videos anymore. Like, I think they completely left YouTube altogether because they were experiencing these same things and they couldn't deal with it. And so that's why it's taking me so long to make videos on a regular basis, because I sat and seriously considered, you know, the positive and negatives of putting myself out there to this degree. You know, you're letting people into your homes, you're letting people into your lives and into your families, and, you know, sometimes people show their children, and you know, you're showing people a very intimate part of your life, and sometimes that can backfire. And you know, it's a very serious thing that I don't think a lot of people consider all the ramifications of that. Like when Rocky and I were shooting the video earlier today, we were standing out inside of front of our house, and I said, please make sure that our address is not in the video, because I don't want people tracking down where we live. You know, fortunately, even though St. Louis is kind of small, there was actually there's somewhere between 2 to 3 million people that live in St. Louis and the greater St. Louis County areas, and into Metro St. Louis over in Illinois. So I try to be moderately discreet as to where I live. I do live with Rocky, who is a big man troll. I do have a dog, and I do live actually, despite all the traffic, it seems like, is in my videos, it's a very, very quiet neighborhood, and I know all my neighbors very well. So although sometimes their nosiness is annoying, they're also very protective of the neighborhood and of the house, and so there's no shenanigans that go on. So totally ADD moment there, sidetracked, but you guys get my point. So it breaks my heart to see people affected by the negativity, but it's not something new. This is not, you know, it might be emphasized by 2012 energy. You know, there might be an emphasis in that, and that these people have, you know, personal changes going on in their life, and this is just, it's a little more intense because of that, or because Saturn's in Scorpio, things of that nature, and it's digging up you know, more inner conflict than it normally would. You know, there's a lot of outside effects to it, but at the same time, the overall situation is not new, which is very sad. And, you know, I don't blame Flora for leaving. It's sad. I'm not mad at her. I'm not, you know, you get into a situation when you put yourself out there and people expect it of you. And, you know, people are not appreciative. It's amazing how much people will take advantage of you if you let them. And you really, it's learning your own personal boundaries and where to draw the line. And you have to draw the line before you get hurt. And you have to be aware of what the ramifications and consequences and what you're dealing with in order to draw that line before you get hurt. You have to know, you know, what all of that is. And I think so many people get out there and get on YouTube and get excited about joining the community and sharing what they know and learning, that they don't know what they're getting into. And I think it's kind of like jumping into cold water. You know, you see this beautiful pond that's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a hot summer day, and you're like, oh, that sounds so fabulous, and it turns out it's a cold spring, and the water's like maybe 20 degrees or something, you know. So it's a shock to the system, and you have to adjust to it. So I don't know, these are just my rambling thoughts on the subject, and it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, since I made the first video that was the video response to Witch on the Rocks and Shoe Whisperer and some of what they were getting, and I sincerely believe, as Rocky tries to sneak by quietly, squitch, 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 squitch. But yeah, anyways, you know, that's something that, you know, you need to be aware of if you are going to start putting yourself out there. You know, do some research. Open your mind to what the ramifications could be. You know, these people that say, like, that their lives have been threatened, and they're not exaggerating. That shit happens. Now, most of these threats are BS, and nothing actually comes out of it. It's just someone talking out of their ass, you know. But I've had that happen where I sincerely believed this person was just talking out of their ass, and I actually approached them and had a meeting with them, and then come to find out this person shot up somebody's house. And had I not handled it, they might have shut up my house. So now they're in prison, thank God. But, you know, that happens, and just be aware and protect yourself, and I don't know, try not to take everything so personally, and then realize that if these people act like they have a problem with you, that's not really a problem with you that they have. It's a problem with themselves, and they're, you know, reflecting that onto you. Alrighty, guys, peace, love, and hair grease. Be blessed. Talk to you later. Bye.
Les mieux, les miens.